All right, what's bracking, everybody? We're back. Another Player of the Week interview. This time we got the man, the myth, the legend, but it's not Scott Sterling. It is Teamcharm. What's poppin', bro?
What's good, baby?
Let's get the community nice and introduced here. Tell us just a little bit about yourself.
So, I've been playing Pokemon my whole life, but I joined Smogon last year, and I kind of just played in tournaments, for like the tournaments room for a while, and then I just kept joining random ones on Smogon because they seemed fun. I actually usually join too many. Like the other week, I was literally in 17. It was fucking awful. And usually like six or seven of those I just forfeit. So I did decent in Grand Slam and a couple other things. I think like Gen One Ubers Cup, round two of Advanced Cup, um, and yeah, I think that's that. At least for like my Pokemon resume.
And don't forget, starting in SCL for
Yeah,
a couple
except
weeks. I don't know if you're
yeah,
still
no,
starting, but I haven't
way
been paying
back.
attention.
I just have I've been so fucking busy, and then the men's has gotten into a groove, and I literally have like I usually play one Pokemon game a week, so
Let's go.
I'm gonna be out for a little bit just while Ments does his thing, and I think he's doing good. I hope he's doing good. If he's not, then kind of sucks, but we'll see.
Right. So that was TC there, and now with that, we're gonna hop right into these questions. A lot of these questions are like not really Mons related. A lot of these are kind of fun, just funny little questions. First set of questions. You got two of them here from on Arceus. Favorite NU Pokemon.
My favorite NU Pokemon. Okay, so it would have to be Sylveon, just because, like, one, I just think it has a cool design, and two, every single set it has is good. Specs is super scary. CM Rest Snore is super cool. Wish Protect is a better Vaporeon because you don't have mons that just come in and completely take advantage of it. Well, I guess
Facts.
Croak kind of does, but like Croak can't switch in. Croak takes a hyper voice. It takes like what, like 80%.
Probably somewhere around there.
Yeah, so it would for sure be Sylveon. And then the other one is Golurk, which I'm sure everyone is familiar. That Golurk is just an absolute monster. Just comes in, clicks buttons, mons drop. Golurk is sick.
I gotta agree with that. Golurk is a fucking menace, and y'all need to stop sleeping on that Pokemon.
Like
And
the
no, go ahead.
what? The only way to stop him is random itemless mons, but
Yeah, like itemless
usually,
Rotom and shit.
yeah, but even then he can just click like CC or Ice Punch or Stone Edge, Heat Crash, and everything dies. And I've seen some running Shadow Punch too.
Throwback to Crest meta, Darkless Valerian moment.
Yeah, I don't like Darkest Lariat that much. I mean, what is it really for? It's for ID Zong,
It's like
but I
ID
understand
Zong, but like you're fucking that up with Polter, unless it's like itemless for some reason. It's like
it's not
itemless
even like
levitate.
yeah, it's not even like itemless Zong or sorry, not itemless. Iron Defense Zong can even touch you anyways.
True. And then on Arceus' second question, favorite player named on Arceus.
Well, that's a tough one. I don't think he's giving me a lot of options here, so I guess my answer would be on Arceus.
Yeah, I mean, not a ton of people to choose from there because I think he's the only one on Smogon named on Arceus. So
Yeah, that was a interesting choice of question on Arceus. Hope you're happy.
second question comes from Phantom Mystics, and he's saying, or he's asking, who's winning the NBA, NFL, and MLB? Be careful what you say. Money's on the line here. Smile.
Okay, so I'll start with the NFL. I I'm gonna say it's going to be the Rams or the Bucks. Um, I don't think the Cardinals will make it out of the playoffs. I think they're looking really good right now, obviously being the last undefeated team in the league. I think once playoff time comes, I think the Rams have been looking really fucking good. Their team is stacked, and then you can never sleep on Tom Brady. Um, AFC wise, it's gonna be the Chiefs or the Ravens. There's really no one else who's sticking out right now. And Mahomes kind of having a down year. Chiefs are what, like 3-3 right now?
I think so. Almost went 2 and
Yeah.
4, but they came back against Washington.
Yeah, that was a scary game. I actually thought Kansas City was gonna lose.
Yep.
And then Baltimore, I guess, has looked the best, but like you never know. Lamar Jackson, one week they'll win by 50, and the next they'll almost lose to Detroit.
Hey man, that was bullshit. Okay, I'm just gonna interject that. That was bullshit. Shouldn't have happened. Fuck Justin Tucker.
Yeah. Anyway, so the NFL, the MLB, I haven't been following it super well recently. I'd probably say it's Boston or San Francisco, one of those two. My opinion might be completely wrong because I haven't been watching recently, but and NBA, it's gonna be the Lakers. I don't see anyone who can beat them. They got Russell Westbrook, LeBron, AD. Their team's fucking stacked, and the Nets are the only team people are really talking about besides them. And I don't trust in Kyrie. I don't trust in Harden. I don't even know if they'll make it out of the East against the Bucks, the Heat, and whoever else is in there. So summarize those three questions up. Bucks or the Rams. Yes, I'll say the Giants for the MLB, and then the Lakers for NBA.
Yeah, those are good answers. Unfortunately, it's not gonna be the Detroit Lions because they are 0-6. Let's fucking
I
go.
don't know. You guys could always win 10 in a row. Jared Goff could just decide he's Tom Brady.
Yep, and then stop throwing checkdowns for 5 yards. All right. Third question from user here is from Surfy, asking you to rank all 8 Harry Potter movies by your favorite and then by soundtrack.
Okay, so all eight in order. I would start with the Goblet of Fire. I think that was the best one. Um, I think the second is the Order of the Phoenix. Third is the Half Blood Prince, and it's Prisoner of Azkaban. Then Seven Part One, Seven Part Two, Chamber of Secrets. Then the first one. In terms of soundtrack, I think I would go Half Blood Prince, Seven Part Two, Prisoner of Azkaban, Order of the Phoenix, Goblet of the Fire, Jesus, Goblet of Fire, um, and Seven Part One, then the first two. I just think the first two were worse just because they were like, it was a totally different atmosphere of those movies compared to the rest. They were more made for like super little kitty, and all the actors were super young too.
That is facts. It's been such a fucking long time since I've watched Harry Potter, so I'm just not entirely up to date on that.
Yeah, I'm a huge Harry Potter fan. That was like Harry Potter and Pokemon were like the two biggest things of my childhood. Like I watched those movies so many times. I read those books so many times. And I also live in Orlando where there's Harry Potter World literally like 20 minutes from me.
That is facts. I've been there once about 10 years ago. That shit was pretty gas. I can't lie.
It's cool. It's just incredibly expensive.
Yeah. Fuck. I almost just lost it. All right. Fourth question from Fat Fighter 2. Did you really win a Gen 1 Ubers Cup?
Yeah, I did actually. I played Fat Fighter in the finals and a Mewtwo froze his entire team and I won.
That summarizes up Gen 1. All right. Next question here from Pokeslice. What is your favorite team or tech that you've made or that you've ever made and used in a tour?
So this is a hard question. So is this just NU? Do you
Uh,
want that might make it easier if you want me to
yeah,
just limit it down to NU?
yeah.
Because if
Say
it's
just for NU, yeah.
yeah, okay. I want to say my favorite kind of tech I made was I made some really bad Luponi team I used in the finals against Hoenn confirmed for NU Open, and it had Glide Celebi and Shell Smash Blastoise, and like Celebi never ran Grassy Glide. Like you never saw that happen. Like I had Grookey with Terrain Pulse for Blastoise to kill Vaporeon, and I also had Celebi with Glide to kind of surprise a couple of Blastoise checks, such as Scarf Heliolisk. So when I play Hoenn, the only thing that's stopping Blastoise from 6-0ing is the Scarf Heliolisk. So I bring Blastoise in on, I think it was like his Salazzle or something, and I know he's going to go to Heliolisk to prevent me from setting up. So I just immediately doubled a Celebi and hit him with the Grassy Glide, because who the fuck sees that coming? And killed Heliolisk, and Blastoise just won.
I remember watching that game. That shit was so funny.
I think that was probably just my favorite tech I remember. I've made a lot of weird ass techs like Copycat, Shell Smash, Vaporeon, Copycat Final Gambit, Vaporeon, but that was at least my favorite tech that kind of worked.
Yeah, I've used that copycat Vaporeon, but it was bad, so I just gave up. I didn't have the
Yeah,
tenacity to use it.
it's just like it's too hard to set up because you have to put Copycat and Shell Smash on something, and then you take a hit from something, and usually you can't kill Zong. You get like a couple kills, and then you just die. But it is fun.
It is a very, very fun thing to use. Let me see. From Crunchman, are there any tiers in which you've never gotten tilted?
Um, I don't know how I'm supposed to answer that. Um, I don't know. Is my answer. I have no idea.
Yeah, I don't blame you. What's the time you got the most tilted?
Time I got the most tilted. Probably one time when I logged on to Showdown and NYSB sent me 25 messages on Discord. I was really tilted.
He does do that. It's weird. He's done that to me like a couple times in the past, and that shit really irritated me.
I hate that guy. We should ban him from
Yeah,
the internet.
fuck that guy. What's the best game of Pokemon you've ever played? Now I don't know if that means best Pokemon game like as the main core series or your best like battle on Showdown that you've played.
Yeah, I'm just gonna answer that like he's asking the best game I've played. Maybe not the best I've played necessarily, but best game probably my TLT series against Sensei Axu with the infamous NU game. I'm sure you've all seen. I'll just say that was the best. Um, definitely, definitely not the best played. Probably one of the worst played, but I'm sure you've seen that replay, right?
Yeah.
Of both of us choking 8 times in a row.
Yeah.
The thing people don't really know is that was a best of five, and the game right before that was like a 600 turn stall versus stall game. So both of us, our brains were completely fucking non-existent.
I
So
remember
I'd
watching
say
that
that was
replay.
serious. Yeah, I'm
That shit
sure
was
everyone
so
has.
fucking funny.
It was so bad.
And last question from Crunchman. Besides Lopunny, who else do you rate highly as the Pokemon waifu?
Not gonna lie, I don't really know what a waifu means. Can
Don't blame
you
you.
explain that to me?
Shit, I don't fucking know. Let me check.
It's
Waifu.
like I'm assuming it's like Pokemon wife. Um,
Um, I think okay. So according to Google here, waifu is a term for a fictional character, usually in anime or related media, that someone has a great and sometimes romantic affection for.
I'm gonna say none because I don't rate Luponi as a Pokemon waifu. I just like it. I like it. It's a cool bunny. It was the first Pokemon I ever used that I won with. So I just like Lopunny a lot. I know there's a lot of. I can't ever Google Lopunny. It's so bad.
No, no one can. You had to
It's
fucking
so scary.
you had to tab over your incognito. Hope your Control Shift N works on that.
Yeah.
Also, that's a weird fucking question. I don't know why you'd ask us.
Crunchman, ask better questions.
All right, next question here from Oathkeeper. Oris Premier League is going on, as you know. Who is the best manager for that, in your opinion?
So I would have to say the best manager is Mr. Aldo. He's the GOAT. His knowledge of the tiers is insane. That other guy he's managing with is kind of a scrub. He sucks. I'm just kidding, Oath. Oath wants me to say him, and yeah, it would be Oath.
And let me make sure I'm not reading this wrong. Also, should we just bring Oris and you into the tour anyway, despite what the host says? I'm not sure if I'm reading that right,
Oh,
but I might be.
yeah, honestly, I really don't care. I've played Oris and you like twice. I think I played it once because there's a Mr. Bosser tour in the NU room. So I created a team in like 10 seconds. It was like screens, Matang, agility, weakness policy, Ampharos. So I'm god awful at that tier. I don't care if it's in or not.
The fucking Bossaru Cup. Oh shit! I just hit my ankle. Um, Next question from Mr. Skierdo 101, winner of Super Hidden Ability. Any meaning behind your name?
Yeah, so anyone who's played Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, so my name actually, this kind of goes back to Crunchman's Loop Pony question. So the name Team Charm, it was this exploration team in Pokemon Explorers of Time, Sky, Darkness, and it's Lopunny, Medicham, and Gardevoir. So the fucking Pokemon, I guess, going back to Crunchman's word, Pokemon waifu team. And I made my name ironically to start. Made it because I started playing my buddy over and over with Lopunny, Mega Lopunny, and just beating him every single game. So I originally made my name Team Charm 69, and ironically, and then I just kind of rocked out with it. I was just like, all right, whatever. That's my name now.
I knew that shit sounded familiar. I just couldn't. I couldn't put my finger on where it was from though.
Yeah, but they were in the games in a very small role. They're in like one mission because the Explorers of Time Sky, those are my favorite games ever created. And they're in one mission where you have to go and fight like Regis and you have to go through a dungeon of just all these unknowns. It takes so long. It's literally an hour and a half because you have to collect the like corresponding unknown stones, then fight the Regis, and fight Regigigas. There's an army of like 15 Hitmonlee and Bronzongs, so it's the whole NU army there.
And
But
oh, sorry, my bad.
oh, you're good. I was just gonna say, but yeah, it was a really fun mission, and that's my name.
And second question from Skier Dude. I feel like I know the answer to this. What's your favorite non-NU
Yeah.
mon to use in NU?
What do you think the answer to this is?
Low pony.
Lopunny? Well, I would say
Okay.
Lopunny,
Other than
but
the fact that low pony is kind of shit, but like,
it's so bad. It just comes in, it switcheroos, it thunderwaves, and it dies. But say probably Jinx or Frostmoth. Jinx, I still have a Jinx team that has never lost in a tournament game to this date. It's like 10-0. Jinx, as you know, comes in on Vaporeon, clicks Nasty Plot, clicks Substitute, kills someone right after, hits it with great coverage, and yeah, Jinx is fire, and then Frostmoth I think is super cool, and also an underrated mon.
that's very true. I remember it's Togkey versus someone for NU. I want to say NU Open, I think. And he like absolute shit on him with the Frostmoth. I can't remember. It might have been Runchon. I don't
I
remember.
think such a fun part about NU is trying to find these random ZU and PU mons that just put in so much work in NU. And because there's so many, like
Yeah.
there's so many random unexplored mons that were like good in DLC one NU or good in something at some point. I was trying to make or just figure out more Rotom Mocheks one time. I came up with like a Molga, Cradily. There's so many just unexplored mons you can use in some way to exploit some team.
Yeah. I mean, I started using Wishy Washy like unironically the other day.
Wishy Washy's so bulky.
It's so thick. And then like I was playing Phantom Mystics in a test game, and he brought in his Heliolisk because he thought I'd scald, and I U-turned it and did like 47, like off the rip. And that's like
Yeah, I
zero.
bet.
That's like zero attack. Wishy doing 47.
Right? And I bet Thunderbolt did like 60 or something.
I
That
mean, I
thing is
switched.
insane.
I mean, I kind of sacked it to what the fuck did I sack it to? He had some stupid shit at. Oh, you know what it did? It lived a Tyrantrum head smash, and then killed it in return with
Jesus.
Scald.
Of course
And
it
that
did.
was Careful Nature Scald, doing
Wow.
68% or whatever. Just
I'll never forget the first time I used that mon. I was checking it out and I saw its stats in like big form. Like, holy shit, this is literally like slaking stats. Its special and regular attack are so much.
if only I had an HP stat. Rest in peace, that mon.
Yeah, right? It would be like fucking double Ubers.
Facts. Next question from the Green Roman. What's your favorite mon of every legendary trio?
Okay, so he's lucky I was able to look at this when he first asked this and think of answers, or else we would be here a really long time. So, Kanto Birds, Zapdos, Johto Dogs, Suicune, Owen Reggies, Regirock, the Uxie Mesprit trio, probably Mesprit, and the Swords of Justice, Rizion, Gen 6. Who was it in Gen 6?
Oh
Oh,
my.
it was the Landorus,
Yeah,
the
that
Landorus
was
fuckers.
Gen 5, I think. But
No, Gen 5 was Tarak, Virizion, and Cobalion.
yeah, but they also had the Landos in there too.
Is that was Gen 5?
They had two
You're
of them.
right.
Yeah.
It was Gen 6.
I don't honestly know if they had one. Oh, Xerneas, Evital, Zygarde.
But is that the, like, there's always a sub trio,
I
and
don't
then there's, like, the
honestly.
main mascots.
I honestly don't know. That's a Gen 6 legendaries. Uh, yeah, I think there's only those three.
Okay, and then Gen 7 was the Ultra Beasts, which I'll say Celesteela. And then Gen
And
8, I don't think there was any as well. I
no,
think the only
there's not.
legends were, yeah, were fucking Broken Zamazenta and Zacian.
Yeah, and then you got like Eternatus, fucking Urshifu, and then like Calyrex and Glastrier and
Gen
Spectre.
Gen 8 had so many broken Pokemon.
Facts.
Rillaboom, Grassy Glide, Cinderace, Zacian, Urshifu, everything is just so overpowered because I think they just ran out of ideas.
I don't doubt that.
I'm really hoping that Luponi gets Wicked Blow for Gen 9. Got my fingers crossed, but we'll see.
And the Green Roman's second question there. Why is TGR the GOAT?
God, I hate y'all asking these fucking questions. TGR, you're the GOAT because you also live in Florida.
That's just it. There's just nothing about that.
Yeah, that's it. That's all you get, TGR.
Okay, so now this next person asking a question, I don't know how to fucking pronounce this.
It's pa- so his name is
It's like
pronounced Papillon.
Papillon. That's what I was thinking it was.
I always call him Papillon, but the actual pronunciation is Papillon.
Papillon. Okay, yeah, I see it now because it's like a Hoenn confirmed type thing.
Yeah, he needs to switch his name
Yeah, this
ASAP.
is fucking AIDS.
It's so bad.
Um, First question. He has a shitload of these. What the fuck? Most overrated / underrated in NU at the moment.
Most overrated is Rotom Mo. I always feel like it looks so good on paper and it always seems like it's going to do so much, but everyone is always so prepared for it that it never actually does stuff. Most underrated Anumon? Um, fuck. That's a tough one. I think Aerodactyl is actually pretty fucking good if you can find some way to trap or eliminate like the Mudsdale, then that thing can just run all over teams. Dragon Dance, random weird sets like Thief. I think Aerodactyl's underrated. Also Regirock. Regirock is really underrated.
especially with Snorlax being probably unbanned, but I don't know.
I really hope he's not unbanned, or else I'm gonna have to become a, I don't know,
ZU
LC main.
main with Danny.
Yeah,
Oh,
ZU main.
you can have Danny be your tutor. Uh, Second question: would you rather have feet but no legs, or legs but no feet?
I feel like I would rather do feet with no legs because I could just get like the little things the pirates had, the like stick legs
Oh, the
with a foot.
back leg.
If I had like random legs with like a robotic foot, I don't know. That's a tough question.
I don't know. Legs but no feet. You can just be like a Tom Dempsey, who was an NFL kicker who had like a
Right.
special boot.
Yeah, and he had the record for the longest field goal for so long.
True. Now that's Justin Tucker against the Detroit Lions.
That was crazy.
Kind of sad because it shouldn't have happened, but it is what it is. Future technologies that would be fire.
So I thought of this one too. So I feel like the generic answer is flying cars. If you think about flying cars, it's not really super practical because if we were to make flying cars, we would have to make a whole like system, car roads in the air. And think how just like hectic and chaotic that would be to make a whole car line also in the air. So I think a cool future technology would be a car that also has like a self breathalyzer. So that way, just get in and it makes you take a breathalyzer at like certain points so you're not driving drunk. And that could stop a ton of accidents throughout the US because obviously that's a huge cause of death in the US.
True. I don't know why I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah, I've just thought of this question before, so I already had
Yeah,
a
that
specific
makes sense.
answer.
I was like, damn. I thought you came up with that on the fly, and I was like, damn, that's impressive. But no, that would be kind of gas. I don't disagree with that. Tomato soup and grilled cheese, just pizza but under a different form.
I have no idea what this means. I'm just gonna ignore this question. I don't know what this means.
Favorite food when sober.
Chipotle. Easily Chipotle.
Uh, yeah, I don't have Chipotle around here, so I really don't. I don't get the hype.
That's
Just because,
horrible. I'm so sorry.
yeah, I'm in the middle of butt fucking nowhere for that
What
y'all
do
that.
y'all have?
I mean, there's Taco Bell. There's like KFC, Mickey D's, like Wendy's, about 30 minutes away.
Oh, so you guys have like nothing.
Yeah,
That really sucks.
yeah. So for those of y'all who don't know, I'm from like the middle of butt fuck nowhere in Michigan. So yeah, it's a it's a sad time. If you could be a top athlete in any sports, which one would it be?
I'd say probably the NBA, just because like my generic answer would be the NFL, but that also has the highest risk of injury. I'd rather not get CTE. Yeah, I feel like NBA would be the one. Baseball's too many games. NBA is just the happy medium.
That's true because you only got 17 in the NFL and you have like what 100 and something.
162 in the
What the
MLB, and then you have,
fuck?
yeah, that's so many games, and then you have 81 in the NBA, and you get like 2 days rest between games. You go city to city. season's not super long. Well, I think it's kind of long, but
When you play games as frequently, it's not terrible.
yeah, but
Pet peeves that would make you instantly break up with someone. So like red flags.
if they got fat, does that count? Is that a valid answer?
I would say that. Yeah, I feel like that's valid.
Okay, that's my pet peeve.
I don't blame you for that. Know a couple people that had that happen to them, and their shit. It was like one in particular was one of my friends. And he had this chick who he was dating. She was like 80 pounds, right? And she's like fucking anorexic, and by the end of their relationship, after 2 years, she was like 180. So she just gained 100 pounds. I don't know.
It went from one extreme to the other.
Yep. And yeah, it wasn't a good time. And then next question would be song you vibe to when playing Mons.
So when I'm playing Mons, I'll either listen to a couple different things. I'll either just throw on kind of like an EDM playlist because I really like EDM, or I'll listen to kind of like old Pokemon metal themes from like previous games, which might be kind of nerdy, but I don't know. It was just something I always did because I feel like I'm like playing the game.
Yeah.
I'm listening to like Kanto gym leader theme while playing it. It just feels more of like a battle.
It's like immersive.
Yeah.
Ideal country to be stationed in for World War III, because we all know that's gonna happen eventually.
Tough one. Ideal country to be stationed in. Definitely not anywhere in the Middle East. I don't know. Maybe like Australia. So I can just like hide with the kangaroos and shit. I don't know.
Hey, bro, I don't know if that's a good idea because they did lose a war to fucking emus. So
They really?
they did. They actually. It was like it wasn't really a war. It was like a conservation effort. They were like killing off emus. They had like excess emus, and they just couldn't because they were just reproducing massively. I could be completely butchering that. It's some shit like that. It's so fucking stupid.
That's actually so funny. They couldn't even kill him off.
No, they were trying to kill them off or some shit. Like they got overpopulated, so they were gonna go in and kill them off, but they just kept fucking. And
Why didn't they
making
just
more
ship them to like somewhere else?
I don't know. I will link the Great Emu War.
Yeah, that's really interesting. I'm gonna look more into this.
Yeah, it was like a month-long thing in the 1930s, I think, or something. It was like it was the military. It wasn't even like a DNR thing. It was like the military was killing emus. It was so fucking stupid.
Military lost. What even is an emu? Isn't it like a donkey?
It's a fucking bird.
The bird?
It's like a flightless bird.
Oh, this thing. Okay, I don't know why. I was picturing it looking like a Mudsdale looking like motherfucker.
Oh, like a Clydesdale.
Yeah, I thought it was like a donkey.
I think you're thinking of Eeyore from fucking Winnie the Pooh.
Oh, and I might be honest.
That's so gas. Okay, so that Australia, not to get sidetracked on that. That was your answer. Something that makes you irrationally mad for no good reason.
People driving. I get so mad when I'm just behind bad drivers. Oh, dude, it's the fucking worst. I have bad road rage, but I'll try to keep these answers more Pokemon related. I feel like I could answer this also well about Pokemon. And something that would make me irrationally mad for no good reason in Pokemon would be just like people making bad plays that work out, especially on ladder.
That's facts.
Just irrationally bad plays that just work out.
Had that happen. I had that happen with my fucking lax suspect test. Because if y'all don't know, I'm not going for Rex. because fuck that. And then I was 9-0. I queue into this game. This dude has an Aselgor. He bug buzzes my Delmise, which was arguably a shit play. And then he crits, and I couldn't get a rapid spin off. And this guy was using Toxic Spikes, Venoshock, fucking Salazzle.
Selgor?
It was Salazzle.
Oh,
I was
God.
like, I couldn't do anything. It was Life Orb, too. I just got cooked. And if I got the rapid spin off, I just won the game. It was over.
You see some whack shit on the ladder. Honestly, there's a couple times before like tournament games, I wanted to ladder just to see some of the crackhead ideas people used and steal them. Because some of the ideas people have on ladder are so like just whack out of nowhere that they're actually pretty neat. No one expects them.
That is also true. I've stolen so much shit from ladder just because I've gotten cooked by it and I want to cook other people with it.
Yeah, I used the sword stance Eggy Alola with Custap. Almost got cooked by that on ladder like 3 4 months ago. But I had substitute Farfetch'd Galar for not Farfetch'd Galar, substitute Sir Farfetch'd,
Yeah.
and luckily I didn't lose to that because I substituted on his like his Endure with the Custap. But I thought that was so cool. That was probably my favorite thing I saw on ladder.
I think a Loden used that in NU Snake last year. It was
Yeah, that's
actually so gas. He would have lost the game. I don't even remember who he played. It was like a Loden versus somebody, and he was going to get like 4-0'd swept, and then he just kept getting cussed up and killing shit.
Yeah, I thought that shit was so cool. I didn't even know anyone used it before. I thought it was just some random ladder noob,
Yeah.
weird ancient Chinese
That was like
technique.
that was the only time I've seen it was in NU Snake. And like he didn't even tell us about it, I don't think, in our team chat. He was just like
So funny. He just loaded it
he
up.
just loaded it up, and then we just all watched in amazement as he just reverse swept because he kept getting.
I would
barbers.
have lost it.
I did like an actual backflip. Like that shit was insane. Even I can't do a backflip, but hypothetical backflip. Social security number in your mom's door. We're not. Stop. Why do the people keep asking this? I really don't know.
Social security number is not happening. My mom's maiden name is Papillion.
Yo, let's go.
Not really. My mom's maiden name is Shapiro, but I don't know what you're gonna do with that information.
What are you most scared of?
Just probably missed missed opportunities, just failure because I was either too lazy, too scared to do anything. That would be what I'm most scared of in life. In Pokemon, what I'm most scared of is loading up a team with no poltergeist checks, seeing go lurk.
That is facts. I have done that so many times, and then I've just faced like Banded Decid, and then just got absolutely.
It just mows through your whole team.
Yep, that one's also underrated. Y'all should use that.
I tried using Flapple actually before, and because with Hustle, I was like, yo, Choice Band Adamant Flapple has 750 attack, but then I realized Decidueye outclasses it in literally every single way possible.
Yep. If Flapple had like 80 speed, we'd be bulling right now.
I was get DD, but it's a little wonky. Every time I use it, I lose. So, not a big Flapple guy here.
Favorite exotic animal?
The wildebeest for sure. The wildebeest is sick. I don't even know if that's exotic, but it sounds exotic.
I'd say it would be, because I don't even think wildebeests are in the fucking U.S. So, this is a decent question. Would you press a button that gives you $50 but randomly kills someone on Earth? If yes, how many times?
No, I wouldn't, because $50 is not a lot and not that hard to make, and killing someone would not be worth $50 unless it was Danny YSB. If I could just kill him like over and over and over again, then yeah, I'd press it infinite times, but
And then this last question is, when are you playing Smash with him?
so he's asking this because I told him like 5 separate occasions I would play Smash with him, but then I realized you had to pay for online,
Yeah.
and yeah, I'm not paying for online. So the answer is never. I'm never playing him in Smash.
And Art here. What's your mom's maiden name? You already answered that one. What street did you grow up on, and what was the name of your first pet?
I grew up on 1000 NU Avenue, and the name of my first pet was Vaporeon.
Yo, let's go. It's an ideal
I
pet
really.
and an ideal
Name
partner.
of my The name of my first pet was Marshmallow. It was a white fluffy dog. He was super cute.
And
Is that it?
I think that's it.
Or-
I think that's everything. So one thing that I've had everyone do is suggest one person that should give a Player of the Week interview at the end of it. The only time it's
So,
ever worked out is like the first one that I did with Oath. That was it.
okay. So, I'm gonna nominate. I think it'd be cool if Hoenn gave one. I think he'd give a solid interview. But I also would love to see Mr. Bossaru give an interview. I think being the player of the week would mean a lot to him, and would like to see him give an interview. I think it'd be entertaining.
Yeah. So Hoenn and Mr. Bossaru are now on the clock here. And that is gonna wrap everything up. Big shout outs to TC for doing this interview.
Yeah, of course. Thanks for interviewing me. I'm fucking exhausted right now, but
It's all good. And that's gonna wrap everything up. Make sure y'all stay tuned for the next one, which is probably gonna be Hoenn or Mr. Bossaru. So stay tuned for that and peace out.